Hey, you guys, you tried to warn a lot of people or one person about another person or a community they were getting ready to come in contact with. Your spirit discerned right away that those individuals that they were trying to connect with had a Judas like spirit. You were trying to tell them over and over and over, almost until your face turned blue, and that person just completely dismissed you to the point where they made it seem like you were the problem, you were crazy, you didn't know what you were talking about, you weren't seeing the right thing, you were getting the incorrect vibe. They just completely dismissed you, and you were trying to warn them. You have been trying to warn them. Just like many of God's children have, that discernment is on point. When you have that discernment of being able to read somebody's heart, being able to read somebody's motive, you want to warn other people. You want to scream it from the rooftop that situation, that person has a Judas-like spirit. Don't go near them. Stay away from them. Please stay away from them. But there's some individuals that completely dismiss it and just want to keep going and ignore the warnings altogether. Just like Moses was screaming and telling people about the flood before it came, they completely dismissed him. He had visions, he was told what to do, he was trying to prepare. Nobody believed him until the flood came, and then everybody believed him after the fact. Just like Jonah, he was trying to tell people about the destruction. He got himself together and he was trying to tell people about the destruction that was coming. You yourself, when you have that spirit of discernment over you, you want to warn people about other things, be it good, be it bad, being a warning, whatever it is, you want to warn people. But the individuals that you did try to warn and tried to tell them about the individuals that they were just getting ready to come in contact with, they just ignored you. And now they're actually seeing that those individuals that had that Judas-like spirit, that Jezebel spirit, they are now seeing exactly what you were trying to warn them not to do, not to get in contact with, not to get in connection with, not to share your life with, not to be so open with, to guard your heart accordingly. They are now regretting not listening to you. And now they have to go through their own life lessons and God lessons to learn exactly what they should have done from the beginning. Is listen to that discernment within them and the warnings that they were also being given outside of that. It probably wasn't a whole bunch of warnings, but just one person. Hey, that person doesn't seem like they're on your side. That community doesn't look like they're willing to help you out. It looks like they got a bad vibe. Just because that individual may have seen on the outside the people they were connected with look good, everything that looks good is not good. And I actually made a video about the grass being greener on the other side. It could have just been turf, full of spikes, weeds, everything else. And you were trying to warn them all along that that area over there, or those people over there, had that Jezebel, that Judas-like spirit. And they ignored you. They dismissed you. But they're regretting it. You have a lot of people that know that you have that discernment spirit on you. And some of them listen, some of them don't. But those that don't listen, they are regretting not listening to you. It's not about, I told you so, I knew it was right. They are now seeing visually the effects of what they decided to do against God's warning. He was trying to warn them through you. And there are just some individuals like that. But that discernment that you have, for those that have that on the spot discernment, you have it. You know it. You can read a person's heart. You know when other people have a motive. And people can look really good. Judas, literally was amongst them all. And they could look just like you. But they also replicate the light just like how God's children do. And if you're not wise enough to have that discernment, you can get tangled right up into a Judas-like person, a Jezebel spirit, and then you can be in that situation for more time than you need to be. So if you don't know about that Jezebel spirit, if you don't know about that Judas spirit, ask for discernment. It is a real spirit that can get lashed onto you. But when you have someone that is trying to warn you of what they can see in other people's heart, take what they're saying and take it back to God. Just because, like any word or any message, take it back to God. If it fits the situation that you're in and it sounds like it's kind of something that you've been already thinking about, take it to God and see if it does fit in the situation. And if you need to slow your horses down and listen to the Holy Spirit. But there's some people out there that are wishing that they would have just paused and heard you out about what you were saying about the individuals in the communities that they just linked up with. Because they're not all that they pan out to be. What looks good does not mean it's always good. It can stump your growth in the worst way and delay you in the worst way. But they're learning, they're getting it. You can almost feel when that person is getting it. You can feel it. Like, you feel the hurt that you were trying to tell them that you were trying to help them avoid. You can feel it in your heart. And for me, sometimes I get that. I can feel when that individual I've been trying to warn does not get it. And when they don't get it, I can feel that they're going through that moment. So that's what really led me to go through this word. I had a moment of feeling like that today about a word I had shared with someone, and they're feeling that. I can feel it in my heart that they're feeling that. And at the end of the day, all we can do is really pray for individuals to have higher discernment, bigger and wonderful and greater relationship with God, so then they don't get in those situations. And if they do get in those situations, they can lean on God to get them out of this situation. Even with the help of whoever God puts in their path, they can also put them in front of God and ask, is this person helping me or are they hindering me? So a lot of people out there, they're regretting it. They're regretting not listening to what you were trying to warn them on about that Judas and Jezebel spirit. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And into the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.